Aloha, join us as we huaka'i, or take a trip in the upland area of Pu'uwa'awa'a to learn about non-native species and the impact they have on our environment.
Do you know what the kukui nut tree, hala tree, and la'i, or tea leaf plant, have in common? They are all plants that are not native to Hawaii and were brought here by the earliest Polynesians on their wa'a or canoes.
Non-native species are plants and animals that arrived in a place through human activity, either on purpose or by accident. People bring non-native species like the canoe plants to a new place to be a source of food or medicine, to use as building or clothing material because it looks pretty, and for many other reasons. People can also accidentally bring non-native species to Hawaii through traveling and trading. Sometimes plants and animals are so small they can easily hide in shipments of goods or stick to people's clothing or shoes and be transported from one place to another.
There are many examples of non-native species living together in harmony with native species, but there are also examples of non-native species being invasive and really disruptive to native ecosystems. Invasive species may eat native species, take their resources such as food and water and habitat, or bring in new diseases to the environment. This causes our native ecosystems to be out of balance and threatens the survival of our native species.
Pu'uwa'awa'a was once known to have the largest number of different species in all of the native forests of the Hawaiian Islands. Due to things like invasive species, land development, and droughts and fires, about 90% of the native dry forest is gone, with only 10% surviving.
Here in Pu'uwa'awa'a, fountain grass is an example of a non-native species that really disrupts the whole Ahupua'a ecosystem. This invasive species grows and spreads really quickly throughout the dry forest. During droughts, when there is very little rain and more chances of fires happening, fountain grass provides lots of fuels for fires to burn down our native forest. Recently burned areas can't hold onto the soil, so when it rains, the soil washes into our streams and rivers, down into our oceans, and affects the health of our corals and sea life.
A'ohe hana nui ke alu'ia. This olelo no'eau, or Hawaiian saying, means no task is too big when done together by all.
When we work together to restore and protect our native species, we help to keep our native ecosystems in balance, preserve Hawaiian culture, keep our island communities healthy, and protect our environment for the future generations.
Mahalo for joining us today to learn about non-native species in Pu'uwa'awa'a Dry Forest.